Welcome to my YouTube channel, General Mind, where we discuss different topics to general public so that they can gain knowledge as well as be entertained. So today our topic is the science of learning, how to master any skill faster. Are you ready? Let's begin. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to learn new skills faster than others? Or why it takes you so much longer to master certain things, even though you're putting in the same amount of effort? You may think it's just about practice, but there's more to it than that. In this video, we'll delve into the science of learning and reveal the secrets to mastering any skill faster. You'll discover how to train your brain for optimal performance and reach your goals with ease. Whether you want to learn a new language, improve your fitness level, or become an expert in your field, this knowledge will help you achieve your dreams. So sit back, relax, and get ready to unlock the secrets of the learning machine that is your brain. Ready? Let's begin. Chapter 1. Introducing the learning machine. The human brain is a complex and powerful organ that is capable of learning new skills and information quickly when it is properly trained. However, the process of learning can be slow and frustrating. If we do not understand how our brains work or how to optimize the learning process, that's where the concept of the learning machine comes in. The idea of the learning machine is based on the premise that our brains are like computers that can be programmed to learn new things quickly and efficiently. By understanding how the brain processes information and how to optimize this process, we can learn new skills and knowledge more rapidly. This approach to learning has been popularized by experts in the field of neuroscience and cognitive psychology. They have developed techniques and strategies that can be used to train the brain to learn more effectively. One of the key concepts in the learning machine approach is the idea of neuroplasticity. This refers to the brain's ability to change and adapt its structure and function over time in response to experience and learning. By understanding neuroplasticity, we can learn how to stimulate the brain to create new neural connections and pathways, which can lead to faster and more effective learning. Another important concept in the learning machine approach is that of spaced repetition. This technique involves reviewing and recalling information or skills at increasing intervals to help the brain consolidate and memorize the information more effectively. By using spaced repetition, we can reduce the amount of time it takes to learn new things and also improve our ability to retain the information over the long term. Interleaved practice is another important strategy that is used in the learning machine approach. This involves mixing different skills or concepts during practice rather than just practicing one skill or concept at a time. Interleaved practice can help the brain make connections between different skills and concepts, which can lead to faster and more effective learning. It can also help us to avoid mental fatigue and boredom, which can be common when we are practicing a single skill or concept for too long. In addition to these techniques, the learning machine approach also involves other strategies such as active recall, which is a technique for retrieving information from memory without looking at notes or other sources of information. By using active recall, it can help the brain to strengthen the connections between neurons and improve our ability to remember things over time. And by understanding the science of learning and applying the principles of the learning machine, we can train our brains to learn new skills and information more quickly and effectively. This can help us to achieve our goals and dreams, whether they are related to personal growth, professional development, or anything else that we are passionate about. Chapter 2. Programming the machine. To effectively program the learning machine, we must first understand how it works. Our brain is composed of billions of neurons that communicate with each other through electrical and chemical signals. When we learn something new, we are creating new connections between these neurons. The more we use these connections, the stronger they become. Neuroplasticity is the key concept behind programming the learning machine. Neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to change and adapt its structure and function in response to experience and learning. By understanding neuroplasticity, we can learn how to stimulate the brain to create new neural connections and pathways, which can lead to faster and more effective learning. There are several ways to program the learning machine, but they all involve some form of repetition and practice. One of the most effective ways to program the learning machine is through active recall. Active recall is a technique for retrieving information from memory without looking at notes or other sources of information. This forces the brain to actively retrieve the information, which strengthens the connections between neurons and improves the ability to remember things over time. For example, if you want to learn a new language, you could use flashcards or other tools to practice recalling words and phrases without looking at your notes. Another effective way to program the learning machine is through spaced repetition. Spaced repetition is a technique that involves reviewing and recalling information or skills at increasing intervals. This helps the brain to consolidate and memorize information more effectively. For example, if you are learning a new language, you could review vocabulary words every few days, then every few weeks, and then every few months to ensure that you remember them over the long term. Interleaved practice is another important strategy that can be used to program the learning machine. Interleaved practice is a technique that involves mixing different skills or concepts during practice rather than just practicing one skill or concept at a time. This can help the brain to make connections between different skills and concepts, which can lead to faster and more effective learning. For example, if you are learning to play the piano, you could practice playing different songs that use different hand positions and finger combinations rather than just practicing one song at a time. In addition to these techniques, we can also use other strategies to program the learning machine, such as chunking, which is a technique for breaking down large amounts of information into smaller, more manageable units, and elaboration, which is a technique for connecting new information to existing knowledge and experience. By using these techniques, we can create meaningful connections between new information and our existing knowledge, which can lead to deeper understanding and retention. Chapter 3. Optimizing the learning process. Once we have programmed the learning machine with the skills or knowledge we want to acquire, it's essential to optimize the learning process to ensure that we are learning as effectively as possible. Here are some tips to help you do just that. Tip number 1. Focus on the input. Quality of the information we are learning is crucial for effective learning. It's essential to find reliable and high-quality sources of information, whether it's books, articles, courses, or experts in the field. We should also try to find information that is presented in a clear and concise way, as this can make it easier to understand and remember. Additionally, it's helpful to use multiple sources of information to cross-reference and verify information, as this can help to ensure that we are learning accurate information. Tip number 2. Optimize the environment. The environment in which we learn can also have a significant impact on our ability to learn effectively. It's essential to find a quiet and comfortable place to learn where we won't be interrupted or distracted. We should also try to optimize our environment to promote focus and concentration, such as by minimizing distractions and ensuring that we have all the materials we need to learn. Additionally, it can be helpful to use tools such as noise-canceling headphones or white noise machines to help us focus and block out distractions. Tip number 3. Take care of yourself. Taking care of ourselves is crucial for optimizing the learning process. We need to ensure that we are getting enough sleep, eating healthy foods, and exercising regularly. We should also try to manage stress levels effectively, as stress can impair our ability to learn and remember things. Additionally, it's important to take breaks and allow ourselves time to rest and recharge, as this can help us to prevent burnout and maintain motivation. Tip number 4. Reflect and adjust. It's important to take the time to reflect on our learning process and make adjustments as needed. We should ask ourselves questions such as, what is working well, and what could be improved? Are there any areas where I am struggling? Am I learning at a pace that is comfortable for me? By reflecting on our learning process, we can identify areas where we need to focus our attention and make adjustments to our learning. Strategies or environment to optimize the learning process. Learning is a lifelong journey that requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to embrace challenges. By following these tips and embracing a growth mindset, we can set ourselves up for success in our learning endeavors and achieve our goals. Remember that everyone learns differently and at their own pace. So it's important to be patient with yourself and celebrate your progress along the way. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the learning machine that is your brain. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative and entertaining content. And feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Who knows, you might just inspire someone else on their learning journey. Until next time, happy learning.